Hello everyone, this is our weekly update for instructional services. Thank you very much last week for all of you that showed up, and thank you to our meet and greet and cookies. Outstanding job. Great job Cheryl pulling that off. Appreciate you posting things with our little post-it board. In fact, we used that little post-it board today in our directors meeting. So I just want to share with you an update of where we're at this week, and hopefully we're better this week than we were last. So I'm really happy with how we're going. Again, our two driving questions. Again, these things come up all the time. They're pretty good problem solver issues for us. So when we think of things that impact us as to how we do our daily life and how we work, these two questions usually can help us out. And those focus on how can I best serve your needs as you serve the learning needs of our children. And the follow-up to that is how will I know that I'm meeting your needs and learning and leading learning as we go along. So those two questions definitely drive our work. First thing I want to talk about is our blended virtual school, and probably I should change that title from virtual to, blended to hybrid. It's a new term that's out there that we should all kind of explore. Very important. Just want to talk a little bit about the cyber cap. That has passed the Senate by the same margin that the other parent empowerment legislation that passed prior to this. So that prior legislation passed with a very slim margin, although that is a targeted margin for purpose. I think that if they wanted to, they could probably pass that with a greater degree. And the thing that we need to know is that that passing is associated with other statutes that have passed, other bills. So if we are a betting person, we could probably anticipate that will go on. Now, what we're in the process of doing right now is exploring hybrid models and how those statutory requirements will impact us. So today we discussed the importance of a seat time waiver as opposed to just becoming strictly a cyber school. I think that that's short-sighted, the cyber school aspect, so we need to be aware of that. In addition, we need to explore the general education FTE sharing model to see how we can make sure that as an ISD we can be part of that aspect and do the least amount of harm in these potential challenges where there'll be some battles between our local districts and private vendors. And also we need to explore the technology needs that are necessary to be able to meet this issue. And we've been meeting with a couple vendors to help us understand what can be made and what can be done and how can we do it in a way that's best for kids. We met extensively today, and I know that we discussed it a little bit at our meet and greet last week about ways to meet the regional team assignment piece. As we go through this process in this regional piece, how do we put the names in the bubbles and what's our next steps? And obviously our next step is to continue to collaborate with one another to find the best way to provide services within those two questions. The problem solving issue that we have to do is how do we get there from here? That's a tough challenge for us because it will cause some of us to think differently. And we'll continue to collect input. The next steps will be in our meetings. We'll work together. The consultants meetings will bring this forward, and then establish a timetable of implementation to share that with our regional teams, both internally and externally. We're working ahead in the TiNet support plan. I know that we had an outreach team. We call it kind of the war room, and it was on wheels. We met in TK last week. We'll be meeting in Kennewood Hills here very shortly. Get through this process of implementing a TiNet in a way that our customers are happy with the process. So phase 2 will be bringing them in based on their SMS systems, and we'll be providing that detailed supports here. But great work, George, who's helping us with this, and great job, Nick. John, I appreciate your work, and Lori Vanderplug and Glenn, all of the people that have been part of this process, outstanding job. As we move ahead in the model of services, I just want to throw a shout out there to great work with Ron and Craig and Andrew in their development of a product, Flipping the Classroom. Those of you that are getting the internet tweets out there with the little newspaper articles that kind of come out, we had a teacher that did an outstanding job sharing what this really means to flip a classroom. And we'll be working with Kent City Community Schools very shortly. In fact, I believe it's next week when they come in and they'll be providing us with an opportunity to serve them in rolling out tablets as well as some other things. So one of the big challenges that hit at the end of last week on Friday is the State Superintendent Mike Flanagan is releasing on Thursday to the media and on Monday to our local districts a retrofitted cut score sheet for the last 4 years. And really what that simply means is that we're going to take a look at, instead of those scores being evaluated as proficient, in most cases getting 1 of 3 questions correct, we're going to roll those scores out based on what 2 of 3 questions correct would look like. And that will be a significant difference, a change of the landscape in all of our local districts. The media will have that on Thursday. And we'll need to be available to provide supports to local districts, and not only talking points, but next best steps. So there will be an impact. And it's one of those things where, though the challenges will be as educated professionals, how do we best share that information and support our local districts? So we're going to be moving forward in that aspect. Opening day input, we're moving ahead. This week is the chili cook-off. I believe it's this week, so let's make sure that we're ready. This piece of being part of that, outstanding. In addition, I really thank everyone for our face-to-face piece, and if you have any ideas for improvement, let me know. Reflective leadership piece, teaching and learning is still rolling out. Common Core, planning that technology updates. We have phone updates here this week. Special education is still working with TyNet as well as dealing with the compliance issues. School improvement team has got a lot of school improvement plans to evaluate. Also, they did a great job, nice job. Shout out to Laura Otten for their work in the first of many Title I audits. What a great job. And then CTE and SA satellite programs. We're working on the mechatronics rollout to KISA very shortly. So, outstanding work. I kind of filtered in our good news to share. Everybody's doing a great job. Looking forward to a great week. Enjoy your day. Enjoy your week. Go school improvement. Go IS. Go CTE. Nice job. Hey, great job CTE on that wonderful KCTC. Wonderful work with your open house. Brilliant. Nice job. Hey, have yourself a great week. Thank you very much.